What's up, Boss Dons? Curtis Dondino, and today we're back with I hate that already. What's up, Boss Dons? Curtis Dondino, and today we're back with another week in fashion. In this video, we'll be discussing some stuff that I just came across, and I thought I should share this. I believe Milan Fashion Week was recently, so a lot of collections have been showing. If you're new to my channel, I do a lot of different stuff, primarily unboxings and a little bit of fashion commentary. So if you think you'd be interested in that type of content, do yourself a favor and subscribe, and join a part of the community. I feel like oftentimes it's so hard to find people with similar interests as you. So if you can find people, then more power to you. Alright, so first off, right, I want to start with a brand called Drew Kapoor, and they also showed their collection, Fall Winter 23 collection at Milan Fashion Week. But I just want to say I've never heard of this brand either, and I love when I've never heard of brands because it just gives me such an unbiased, I'm not basing it off of anything, you know. But this brand, like, I kind of looked through the runway show, and they had a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff was like super on trend, but you could tell there was a luxury take to it, or like a designer note on it. I'm gonna show you guys some of my favorite stuff. So first off, this silver coat right here, it actually reminds me of my brother's Banny Peru coat, if I'm being honest. I just think the silver is more probably a little lax than something he would have done. But let me show y'all one of his coats. His is more puffer, this is more subdued, but the silhouette of like the collar, very Banny Peru. But other than that, I really can just say through and through, they had a lot of tough graphics. Like, even if you don't know what this is. Oh, and I also want to say, I'm not sure if this bag is like a lock or it's not, but if that was a lock, that would be a really tough bag. I didn't notice that it wasn't a lock, but it kind of looks like a lock. That was a really interesting collection. Let me get my thoughts together. I'm sorry, I'm looking through at the same time. Alright, so I just want to say, whenever you're starting your own brand, be sure to, first off, Giorgio Armani dropped a collection during Milan Fashion Week as well. And I just want to say, I know I'm not their target audience, but boring clothes are boring clothes. You know what I'm saying? At some point, when, like, why do we need 1,000 blue jackets and suits? They literally had one interesting thing, and it was this hoodie, and it had that like mink fur type of print, but it kind of looked geometric. I thought that was cool. I'll put that up on the screen. I also want to talk about Missoni. They dropped the collection. Hopefully I'm not pronouncing that right, because y'all be in people's about the pronunciation. But honestly, to me, it just kind of looked like Marni Light. And I know that Missoni has always been about knitwear, and I don't know the history of the brand, and I don't know much about it. I just know that it's a notable brand. You know, sometimes when I was younger, I was kind of confused with Massimo. I think that's like a Target brand. But nonetheless, I thought, like, I mean, it was just like mohair and like watercolor stripes, and it's just like, okay, so next up we got Charles Jeffrey Loverboy. And I've never heard of this brand before until my little sister mentioned it, probably like yesterday or the day before yesterday. And I'm just like, so maybe we was talking about something, maybe it was a piece of clothing, I don't know. But in short, it's so ironic because now the brand pops up and I'm just like, yo, this brand is crazy. It reminds me of, like, at first glance, I'm thinking like, this looks like Jeremy Scott if Jeremy Scott didn't have like a theme. So like the creativity of Jeremy Scott, right? But imagine if he didn't, like, he might do like a McDonald's collection, he might do like a Simpsons collection, but like imagine if he didn't use like themes, like if he thought just like, oh, I like these patterns and these materials and these silhouettes. Like, this tan coat on the left is crazy, but then the skirt on the right, crazy. Like that latex, oh, the pants, these prints, they like vibrant, but they don't look cheap. I'm saying metallics. I mean, it doesn't look like anything, and I really can appreciate a brand that doesn't look like anything. Yo, these plaids, crazy. Oh, this is tough. On the right, that's tough. Oh, this face scared me. Okay. But honestly, look at this. I'm impressed. So I'm not too familiar with that brand, but I just want to say I cannot wait to see what else they have in store. I know it's going to be crazy. One of the next shows from Milan Fashion Week was J.W. Anderson. I was definitely expecting some surrealism from him off the bat because I'm like, the stuff he does for Loewe, being the creative director, I already knew. Like, I just knew we were going to see a lot of surrealism, a lot of odd stuff. So to start, we got people holding pillows, and I'm seeing some tomatoes, some 3D tomatoes, some tomato tattoos. Very different. And as you just go, like, you see so many things, and some things hit the marks of trends like this. Like right now we're seeing a lot of bodies on clothing, like whether it's just a silhouette or whether it's a like enlarged person, and a lot of this stuff looks like it's coming from like 70s ads or like damn near like porn. Like you'll see a lot of that with like Diesel, and just a lot of other brands sprinkled throughout. So definitely expect to see a lot of that. Getting a lot of Edward Scissorhands vibes. This sweater is crazy. Whoa, y'all skipping. These pants with like the bike handlebars, never seen anything like that. I wonder when they actually produced them. Brands never produce stuff like this. Wow, I'm not gonna lie, this look like some Telfar on the left, but the idea of like a leather tank top with fur around it, and then like men's underwear with like fur trimming, it's almost like it would be like the perfect men's version of, oh, I thought I just stepped in some shit. It would be the perfect men's version of how, like, you know how when girls go skiing or like to Aspen and they wear like the bathing suits? Yeah, that's that vibe. I didn't mean to take that long. I'm sorry, the frog clogs, like, one thing about me, I don't care how popular something gets. If it's not for me, I wouldn't do it. But I can see a lot of people wearing these frog clogs, because I think it would be one of those like if you know things. And looking at this SIM card over his nipple, I did know that the invitation was like a giant SIM card, so maybe that's like the connection piece there. See, more bodies, and that's pretty much it. Honestly, a great collection through and through. But yeah, and like I said, that was pretty much the most recent stuff. I'm gonna do the separate video for D Square and Dior, so be sure to check that out. I really appreciate you guys that watched the This Week in Fashion, because this is a very, fresh start. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you guys think, or if I missed anything, please let me know below. Alright, stay untouchable. Godspeed.